Welcome back, GPH Podcast. Your host, Manny, also known as JR. To my social media followers, J underscore added. It's a pleasure to have you guys back today. We have a great topic today, guys. Who you become is better than what you get. And we have a guest with us, the great businessman Carlos. And our guest today is a man who truly embodies that philosophy. As always, Carlos, I got a little intro for you. All right.
Appreciate it, bro.
You ready? So, Carlos is not just a successful businessman. He's a master of building and scaling businesses across different industries. But what truly sets him apart is his relentless commitment to personal growth. Whether it's his physical fitness, where he defines even the exact body fat that he wants to achieve, or his mental and emotional growth, where he maps out precisely the type of person he strives to become, Carlos approaches life with an insane laser focus, discipline, and intentionality. He's a firm believer in delayed gratification, someone who understands that enduring pain now leads to true rewards later. For Carlos, nothing is worthwhile comes easy. And it's this mindset that has not only fueled his success, but also shaped him into the person he is today. Get ready to explore his mindset today, guys. His journey and his philosophy on why transformation is greater than any material achievement. Let's get into it, Carlos.
Bro, my respect, bro. What you sow is what you reap, bro. And I'm not saying it from my end. I'm saying it from your end.
Yeah.
You got me? Straight up, it's not that I judge a book by its cover, right? But you've been basically surprising me with the introduction because I really genuinely feel like everything you said there, and I don't like taking credit, bro. Like I said earlier, leaders eat last, right? Time will tell. Time will always tell my intentions.
Yeah.
Not just with me. If I'm last. It sounds funny because leadership is about being a balance between selfishness, right? Because I gotta go opposite. I gotta go against the grain.
Yeah.
I gotta take the risk. I gotta, because I'm seeing things most people are not seeing, right? But I'm always looking out for the team, right? But my respect with that introduction. And one thing to the organization and everybody else, not just introduce, your guest, how Manny did it with me, right? But anybody else, bring the best out of that too.
Absolutely.
You got me? Everybody else that we basically contribute with, collab with, we got to do the same.
Absolutely. My biggest thing is you have to give people their flowers. And I heard something the other day that said, stop, don't let so like for you, for example, don't block your blessings. Like I see these things, it's not only when you speak it, it's when you do it also. And like I tell Jay Andy all the time, he leads by example, you lead by example. And my introduction is an observation of who you are.
Appreciate it, bro.
You your credit.
Appreciate it. There's always room for improvement. Because if there's one thing I know, I don't know anything. You got me? I just want to keep getting better. That way we could all lead by example. Because in this organization, the goal is as leaders to create leaders that create leaders. Make sense?
Yes.
We want to become the business because we are the business, right? We're working on our personal brand. We're working, obviously, bringing light where there's darkness, bringing awareness, bringing our knowledge, our experiences, our stories. So the goal is to empower others, right? To me, I want others to surpass me, right? Because I'm not competing with other people, if it makes sense. Like I genuinely love being in any room, the underdog. I don't want to be the smartest in the room. I don't want to be the best in the room. How I look at life, because I always want that room to keep improving, keep striving for greatness. So we do need other people to inspire us, motivate us to go that next level.
Absolutely.
Make sense?
Absolutely. And Carlos, when you hear who you become, what does that mean to you?
Well, that's an excellent question because you see how B do have who you become is what you do in the process, in the journey, is going to mold and build your character, right? You're going to go through ups, downs, challenges, obstacles. It's all how you take it, right? Some people, they don't know how to adapt to change. You got me? They don't know how to basically perform under pressure. I don't know if that makes sense, but they don't understand that the pressure is building their character, building them, molding them towards the person that they're going to become, right? So they can maximize their potential.
Okay. When it comes to personal growth, how would you measure that? And still in the same topic, like who you become, right? Because it's personal. And then that being something personal, how do you measure that for yourself?
Okay, that's an excellent question. Another one. So this is how I look at the world, right? God sent all of us for a reason, for a purpose, right? So we all humans are supposed to get to know thyself. The minute you get to know thyself, you get to know what you're good at. And also, I'm not going to say what you're bad at, but there's certain things that you're not good at, but another man, another human is good at. So God wants each of us to be obsessively preoccupied with the needs and desires of his other children, right? So the minute you get to know yourself, something's going to happen. You're already going to know your talents, your gifts. And those gifts and talents, you got to give them back to other people.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, they think, oh, nah, God gave me gifts and talent. Let me hoard them. If you're good at something, for example, if you're the best shooter, you're a lethal shooter, why not teach other people how to shoot? Absolutely. You don't got to be in the NBA, right? You could still, LeBron still gets shooting coaches, dribbling coaches. Yeah. So it's the same thing.
So what you're saying is you'll measure your personal growth by how you affect those people around you.
Yes, but also by your hunger to keep getting 1% better. Make sense?
Yeah.
So 1% better, that's when you dedicate 15 minutes of your time. Because, you know, the day has 24 hours, right? An hour is 4% of your day. So if you dedicate 1 hour to basketball, let's use it as an analogy, you're getting 4% better every single day. 365 days in a year. You're going to literally, if you keep every single year doing the same thing, automatically you're going to play basketball better than most people watching basketball.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got me?
Absolutely.
Or thinking about basketball. You got make sense?
Absolutely.
So that's the thing. Like my hunger towards personal growth, because I always said personal growth and income go hand in hand, but I never did it for the income. Personal growth and impact go hand in hand as well.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in the transformation business, but I've always been in the transformation business because if I go back on time, I got all my life helping people become leaders, putting them in a position to like have their first business or open their second, third, fourth, fifth business. You got me? I'm not new to the business game. Franchise, I've done it all. Business is my passion. To me, business is spiritual. To me, business is serving, helping others. You got me? Like, yeah. I don't understand a man or a woman because at the end of the day, I feel like everybody is part of the business, but even though they're not aware. When a man or a woman is an employee, you're still part of the cash flow ecosystem.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're just not getting,
playing their role. Huh? They're playing their role.
They're playing the role. They're just not getting equity.
Yeah.
You got me? So equity is the name of the game.
So when it comes to like personal growth, it's a long-term game, right? And how do you stay focused on the long term instead of like instant gratification? Like let's use the gym for example, right? Like some people set a goal for, oh, I'm gonna lose weight. I'm gonna lose 20 pounds. And they lose the 20 pounds and then they don't go to the gym no more.
You see, you gotta detach yourself from the end goal, the result, the outcome.
Why is that so important? Vision. Why is that so important?
You gotta fall in love with the journey. It makes sense?
Yeah.
That process. If you don't fall in love with the process, the journey, you're gonna basically end up getting what you want, and then you're gonna end up quitting. And that also applies in business. Some people say, hey, I want to get the $1 million. But now they get the $1 million, they're not fulfilled. Now you see the wealth money came by.
Yeah.
You know how many people, they get the money they want, right? But once they get the money, they thought that the money was the end goal. The money's not the end goal. Freedom is the end goal. See, I don't basically serve just, for the money. The money's the last thing in the list. Because remember, money's a byproduct of value creation. I focus on creating value, right? And the value I want to create is in an impactful way, right? Why not, become my best version so I could lead by example. So I could basically inspire the next leaders, motivate the next leaders. Make sense? So they could also do the same. So other people could do the same thing.
So where do you find the balance between setting a goal and falling in love with the journey? Because it's about, right, setting a mark. So you're not aiming at something.
Meaning, obviously, you can't hit a target you can't see.
Exactly.
Right? You do got it. What doesn't get measured doesn't get improved.
Yeah.
But to me, certain things are just common sense. Like, for example, that's why I personally use the 5 pillars. And I emphasize the 5 pillars so much, right? Spiritually, espiritualmente, right? That connection with God, that connection with yourself. Mentally, right? Mentalmente. With the difference between us and animals, our mind, right? What separates the best from the rest is mindset. Physically, físicamente. It's a shame for a man to grow old without achieving greatness physically, right? Because when you feel good, you look good, you produce better results, and you give that energy out. You walk more confident because you put in the work, right? emotionally, 90% of our decisions are based on our emotions. If people get into their feelings, you know, when people tell them the truth, you will never make it in life, right? Because the truth is what sets people free. Most people are in fear zone or comfort zone, but when you want to grow, get rid of your old ways, get rid of your weaknesses. You got to understand that emotions, believe it or not, will make decisions, will decide. So you got to have that awareness.
Yeah.
If you cannot control your emotions, you cannot control your personal life nor business. Because sometimes you'll be surprised. There's people, I'm going to include myself in that category, that we give people tough love. Today I was watching a video that I must end up sending it to you guys, where a man was pretty much saying that your kids, you're supposed to basically not make it easy for them. Like, for example, I have my daughters here calling me, and my daughters are here hitting me up, and they still don't have the awareness. You know, look, Kayleen, she's like, look, to buy her all this, can you please get me this? And then they make a three-way too. Like, they're smart. You got me? Look at the other one. Can you buy me this, please? And she sent me basketball sneakers. And I don't even reply to my own daughter. So it's not that I'm here trying to be an asshole. You got me? But I got way too many things going on. Got a bunch of freaking messages every day. So I disconnect myself from the external world so I can connect with my inner world. Yo digo mucho, estoy centrando mi mente. Centrando mi mente is I disconnect myself from the outside world and I basically just work my within. That's why this book, when you win the battle within, waging and winning the war within, bro, your whole life will change. Because a lot of people, they're here focused. You know, they want to take care of everything externally.
Okay.
But when you take care of the internal world, last pillar, físicamente, financially, right? Your whole world is going to be on point. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does.
Did I answer the question correct? What was the question again?
It was about when you set a goal, right? Of course, to set a goal, but how do you balance the setting the goal with the falling in love with the journey, how you said?
When you do what's hard, your life is easy. For example, physical pillar.
Well, yeah.
A lot of people say, hey, they don't pay me to work out.
Yeah.
Nah.
But you fall in love with that
So I fall in love with it.
Yeah.
So I put myself, there's a book called Eat That Frog. I like doing what's hard. I do the hardest thing early in the morning. I want to eat that frog. Once I do the hardest thing, it's a domino effect. Everything else follows. I don't want to do easy thing. If anybody could do it, I don't want to do it. But certain things you got to take care, especially the things that were given to us by the Creator, God, that didn't cost us money. Why not take care of my body? It's a shame for a man or a woman to grow old without taking care of his body. If you don't take care of your body, most likely you're not going to take care of your mindset, your mind. Think about it.
Absolutely.
Reflect on it.
No, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
But now, self-love, people start treating you different. Because now, self-respect. It makes sense or no?
I'm going through stuff like that right now where people not recognizing me.
Because they've seen your growth.
They like, I stand for something, you know. I stand for valuing my time. I stand for making sure I pay the rent with these 5 pillars every day. I stand for certain things that before they just don't understand, you know. And it was frustrating. And it wasn't until like the other day, like, bro, I was praying and I'm like, yo Mio, like why is this so hard? It's the people you love. You get what I'm saying? And he answered me like, that's the growth. That's what it is. You're seeing the results of the growth. And I feel it now more than ever how elevation requires that
separation.
Yes, sir. Looking back, Carlos, what's a moment when what you became during the process was way more rewarding than the outcome of the process?
Always, everything I've done.
Give me something specific. Don't be too broad. Give me specific.
Okay.
Maybe like a business venture, or maybe like even just helping an individual. Like, however, because you're big on that, and where that process was just like, wow, that whole thing we just did was way more than what we got at the end, even though what we got at the end was the goal.
What we're doing right now. We're doing right now.
Explain yourself.
Simple. For example, I'm gonna use. You see, I'm gonna put in perspective. Everybody wants financial freedom, right? But you don't get the money. What's today's episode? What's the name again?
Who you become
is more important than what you get, right? So what you get is the financial freedom, right? Financial security, whatever you want to call it, right? But it starts with positive mental attitude, sound health, and other steps in order to get to basically financial freedom. Financial freedom, financial security is the end goal for people, right? But I tell people it's freedom. but you're gonna be mentally free. Everything else is gonna just come to you. So this journey right now, right? Like I said earlier before, I always been in a position empowering people. But before, I'm not gonna tell you it was so fulfilling like it's fulfilling now. Because now I'm able to put people before as an investor, I'm putting people as a business owner. But business owners are my employees. I don't tell them that. They're my partners.
Would you say that now is just more personal? Like it's more like you're dealing with people on
more now is more. I really found my purpose. Like everything else prior to now was just basically molding my character, testing me, all the challenges that I went, everything is just because before I used to make it easier for people. Before, you know how easy I used to make it for people?
How?
Like I used to reward people with, you see, be do have. I'll give you all the have. The dream car, boom, here, Manny. The dream home, here, Manny. The dream business, here. Like I will give everything, just give to people, right? And I thought that when I reward the person, they were gonna do the sacrifice. You. How can I explain it? I was expecting.
Yeah.
I was thinking that everybody was like a Carlos, right? Because to me, all my rewards have been easy. But the funny thing is, I reward myself, then I don't even touch the reward. I'm the type that I'll go buy a brand new car. I don't even want to drive it. Carl, why you got the car? I don't even know why I got the car.
It's funny you say that because I feel more and more like that now. Like, so for example, I'm big on sneakers, right? And I've got a couple pair of sneakers as of lately. And bro, it don't give me the same satisfaction as reading a book or going to the gym or giving somebody a sound piece of advice that will help them.
You see, it's more fulfilling.
It's so weird.
The secret to living is giving.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you name a time when you chose character development over an easy win?
But before I answer that question, let's use basketball as an analogy. Imagine we play for the NBA.
Okay.
Right? Do you think winning was the championship? Or
the finals.
The finals? And for baseball, it's the World Series, right?
Yeah.
Do you think winning the World Series is as fulfilling as the process, just every other game that took you to the World Series?
I don't think so. I love people like Derek Jeter, like Kobe Bryant, and these people that talk about how like, the process.
It's the process.
Like, I love waking up and beating everybody to the gym.
But I
love being able to take the shot that I want to take when I want to take. I'll give you a good example. Today, we were winning, and there was maybe 9 seconds left, and they checked the ball. Jandy passed it. I'm wide open. It's 11-10. We're up. It's 9 seconds left. But they big on don't hold the ball, shoot it, whatever. I shot it. I missed, and we end up losing. But Mars was like, yo, it was good you took the shot. He's like, I count on you for taking the shot. I'm like, yo, bro, I'll take that shot. 9 times out of 10, I'm taking that shot. I'm open. And we about to win, and we got a point. I'm taking the shot because I worked for it, bro. I see all these people walking to the gym every day.
But hold up.
We lost.
They had 11.
We had 11.
You guys had 11. The other team had
10. 9 seconds left.
9 seconds left. And you guys had the ball?
I got the ball. I shot it. I missed. They got the ball, came down, shot it too. It was, it was fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, bro. But you see right there, straight up.
What's up?
I wouldn't take the shot. Because now, I don't want to say you ruined it for the rest of the team, but that was I don't like calling easy wins.
I take it like this, right? So, I'm asking you, right? When was it that you made a decision where you chose character development over an easy win? I held the ball.
Oh no, but that's every day.
I hold the ball.
Bro,
I can hold the ball and hear everybody oh no, you're supposed to play out the clock and da 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 da. But bro,
but you see certain things.
I'm saying?
I respect your point. You got me? Which I understand you putting myself in your shoes, right? You got me? It's a two-way street. So as a leader I also see, everybody's story. I'm seeing your story. I'm thinking also if I would have been there, what would have been my story? And also the truth, right? The truth is, if I'm the coach, also putting myself as the coach, right? And I have you as a player, and I have the rest of the team, and I also, want to see that us win that game. I wouldn't say, why hold the ball, but why would you shoot the ball? You got me? When you could have run the time a little more.
Yeah.
9 seconds.
Look, I got two different points of view. So I got most of the time I got your point of view. Yo, you should have held it. Even the other person on the team, like, yo, I would have like dribbled out or something. But then I got a couple people that told me, yo, I would have took the shot too. And what I took from it was I'm doing the right thing. I go to the gym every day. We ball every day, bro. So if I take this shot every day and I make it a high percentage of the time, guess what I'm doing? I don't care what nobody got to say.
I respect that.
You get what I'm saying?
But you see,
right, like,
right there. But that's what I'm saying. See, I personally, and I don't want to drift the topic today.
No, we
but certain things I cannot let my ego come, because I'm also an example of a man that we could have 14, and there's a lot of games that I just basically don't give a F to, like, if we lose it.
Yeah.
You got me? I'm one of those too. I'm gonna be honest. I'm one of those. There's games that we could have 14, the other team could have 8. You got me? And we just let them come back because I'm here fucking around, just throwing the ball. You got me? Because in reality, it all depends, bro. There's a lot of little different factors. So I was not there, so I wouldn't be able to tell you, if you're right, you're wrong. At the end of the day, just have fun, fall in love with the process. Don't let your mistakes make you. You got me? We all learn something from it. You got me? And we continue moving on.
We keep pushing.
I always tell people, the past is the past. How can we improve in the present? So what we saw today is what we reap tomorrow. That's it.
Yeah.
You got me? But I don't like when people bring topic from the past and now. Like 99.9% of the things I did an hour ago, I don't remember. And don't want to remember. I live in the present, bro. I'm a vision-driven leader. I live in the present, seeing the future. Like, the past is the past. I only look at the past to reflect. Okay, you went through that pain, or y'all went through that pain. What can I learn from it? Reflection. Now, how can we progress? Simple. We all talk it out. That's nothing.
Carlos, in your opinion, right, what's the most important lesson that you've imparted to those you've mentored?
The most important lesson that I basically imparted in people that I mentored, the only lesson I gave myself, the only lesson I learned from myself, the only advice I gave myself: tell me who you're with, and I'm gonna tell you who you are and when you're heading. Put it like that. Most people are not visionary. People perish because of lack of vision. People perish because of lack of knowledge.
So to translate, before you keep going, you're saying the most important lesson is that you teach them how to become the leader with the vision.
Yes.
To influence those around.
Yes, because that's the goal. The goal as a leader, I want to create leaders. Leaders think for themselves. We don't want a world full of workers, how John D. Rockefeller wanted. See, John D. Rockefeller said, he who works all day has no time to make money. But Carlos said, he who works all day has no time to personal develop. That's why hay tanto ñame, so many people straight up, that they people perish because of lack of knowledge. There's so many people out there, you talk to them, yeah, I know it. And then the more you educate yourself, do you understand something? The more you educate yourself, the more you know that you don't know anything. So it's counterintuitive. It's like rich people. Rich people get richer and poor people get poorer. The more money you get straight up, it's not that you want more money, but the easier it is to attract the money. Make sense?
Absolutely.
And the poor people, because they're passing opportunities over repeatedly. You got me? They think everything is a scam, still confused about money. They still need more clarity. What the fuck you need more clarity? Commit first, and then in the journey, in the process, you're gonna get everything else, the rest of the stuff.
I've learned that since joining the organization, because I was very big. Like, I'm very like, I want to know things to the T. I want to da until I learned that is, yo, tírate al fuego, dale.
And I promise you that you're gonna get more rewards than those that won.
Absolutely.
I promise you, bro.
Carlos, why do you think delayed gratification is essential in a world that promotes instant satisfaction?
Excellent question. Most people want things now. But understand, I'm going to use business. When people want the instant money,
yes,
you fall as an employee because you're focusing on the money, not creating the value. But when you know what you bring to the table, when you know what you're worth, you know how valuable you are, you know you're going to over-deliver, you know that you're going to surprise the person and go the extra mile, something's going to happen. Remember, money is a byproduct of value creation. Focus on creating the value, right? And you're going to get the reward. I'll use Elon Musk. If Elon Musk would have took a pay from Tesla and from the investors, right? He wouldn't got the $55 billion that they wanted to also play him from equity. He said, I'm going to take the company from a $500 million valuation to a $50 billion or 500, forgot how much Tesla is worth right now.
Okay.
But I want this much when we get there. If not, do not pay me. I'll cover all my expenses.
And he delayed the
yes.
gratification.
So that's the thing.
That's
it's
fire.
like with everything we're doing in this organization, I'd rather 1% of 100 businesses than 100% of one business. So, okay, I could have CMR Podcast Network, right? But to me, I want everybody to feel like, okay, we have an organization where we're also, leveraging the resources and contributing to each other, right? The goal is for us to do a monthly event, the Wealth Map Summit. I don't want to own 100% of that event.
Yeah.
Like the name, okay, I'm the vision-driven leader, but I want everybody in the organization to focus on attracting, becoming a leader, so they could also help other people become leaders that create leaders. So they could minimum each could say, hey, I have 100 leaders that I've helped.
Yeah.
You got me? Imagine 100 leaders, everybody focus on 100 leaders. The first 100 leaders that create 100 leaders, that's 10,000 leaders.
The turnover will be amazing.
Yo, 10,000 leaders. Bro, we're going to be able to fill up Madison Square Garden. You got me? Arena, baseball. We're going to be able to fill up arenas, bro. Like all over the world. Just being, bringing our life. You got me? Bringing awareness, bringing our stories, right?
Yo, and having such a big vision, right? And it's tangible. It's something that's possible, right? How do you stay grounded?
God, the creator.
Yeah, I love this guy.
Without God, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be talking to you. See, for example, I've been letting you flow, and you've been, now I don't want to say surprising me, but you've been A++. Because I give credit where credit's due. Because some people, you let them, just go with the flow, and they end up fucking it up, right? How they end up messing it up? They end up, just jalando por su lado. Por eso que I don't judge a book by its cover. Like, from day -0, I was not basically ever looking at you. I look at you like a normal person, right? Yeah. But I always told the Giandis of the world, hey, whoever we bring, we got to make sure they're aligned with the vision. That we all got to understand that if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Teamwork makes the dream work. We want to create something bigger than us. This is bigger than us. I'm not doing this for Carlos.
Absolutely.
You got me? Carlos, okay, let's say I go get another something material. Not fulfilling me.
Yeah.
The latest Lambo, the latest Ferrari, the latest this, the latest that doesn't fulfill me. The latest Jordan doesn't fulfill me. You got me? I'm big on sneakers too. But ask me if I've been buying sneakers. I'm on punishment myself.
You told me.
Because it's the same thing. I'm big on eating desserts. But just because I could afford dessert, that doesn't mean I could get a dessert.
I've learned Myron Golden. No, not Myron Golden. Miles Monroe said this.
Dr. Miles Monroe.
Once you start seeing your purpose in life, then you start viewing life differently. So like what you eat, what you wear, what you think.
You're more intentional.
Everything goes around. And I say that because you said something about dessert. Bro, I remember my grandma gave me all these cookies the other day. And I finished eating and I'm looking at the cookies and I'm like,
you feel guilty.
Bro, I walk
in the
past
moment, that's the instant gratification.
Yes.
In the moment, you feel good eating it. But then after you eat it, you feel sluggish. And you're like, your mind, your inner voice, God is telling you why you ate it. So then you feel sluggish, you feel bad.
I'm giving myself a higher expectation.
But you see
what I'm saying?
You see?
And it's funny because it's hard, but now I'm starting to like challenging myself.
That's why you out of focus. What does focus mean?
Tell me.
Tell me. Follow one course until
success. Carlos, what areas of your character or personal growth are you still working on right now?
Every area for life.
Specify.
There's always needs for room for improvement.
What's your first areas. I gotta get
First of all, the one that always the emotional. Because even though estamos en crecimiento, no en sentimiento, there's the Mannys of the world, right? From like you seeing Manny from Consistency 360, that sometimes you could love a brother, but when a brother doesn't have integrity, he messes up the whole thing for everybody else because he still doesn't understand that one thing affects everything.
But you're saying that you're working on your emotional for
like when I say
that situation.
No. When I say, for example, like back in the day, I would have been got him the fuck out. You got me? Straight up. You got me? it's not that I don't have, empathy or tolerance or what people want to call it, but it's just sometimes why anything that basically drains your energy, anything that you're gonna notice this. This is why tell me who you're with, and I'm gonna tell you who you are and where you're heading. I've noticed in life something through just getting to know thyself. Bro, there's people in this world that get the best out of you, but there's people that they get the worst out of you. The people that get the worst out of you, they're liabilities. Liabilities will put you in a position that you could get locked up,
bro.
right? Or you could get killed, or vice versa. So you got to understand that the people we have around can either make you or break you. You got me?
Big.
Y esa confianza. That's another thing que ya yo quiero pegar. Y esa confianza. You see, like, es mentira, eh? Like, we tell people the truth. We like, es mentira. In another word, I value the truth, right? So if I value the truth, when a man can't keep up with his words, a liar. You got me? And has, like, bro, like, I'm here trying to help your sis. I'm here trying to help you. Like, just, I don't know. Maybe it's just, it's me. I always say it's me the problem.
But that's you working on the emotional.
But the thing is, for a man or anybody or even a woman to come around us, they got to come at our standards. We raise the standards so the universe can meet us there, right? Remember, people are a mirror of us, right? But when a person's here, you're here trying to contribute to them and vice versa. How can we help each other? And, us all work together as one. Mm-hmm. Just one rotten apple could rotten out the whole thing.
Yeah. That's big, man. I've been big on that personal growth myself because I'm starting to not accept people's bullshit.
No, you can't.
I'm starting to, like, bro, like, I intentionally don't bring bullshit to people's table. Why? Because that's just a form of respect, bro. Like, and then when people do it to me, yo, my goodness, I hate when people put words in my mouth. I hate when people don't keep their word to me. I hate when, and I don't like using the word hate, but now, like, como que encienden un fuego dentro de mí, bro. I'm like, yo, just get away from me, bro. Or if not, I'm gonna separate myself.
But you see, I wouldn't even tell them, just get away from me. Yeah, well, I just put myself in a position. I just put myself in a position where the environment that I'm at, if I don't have control, I'm not gonna be there.
Yeah,
because I always say one thing: I don't control anything, but I make sure. Even I'm gonna put it even basketball as a perspective. If I go play basketball, that 1 hour that people are gonna see my face, we're all gonna have love there. Because I tell everybody there, I'm like, yo, I come to play. I don't own the gym, but nobody here owns the gym, right? So we gotta be, as a leader.
We gotta all work together.
We gotta work together. We all could know.
He wants to play. He got next to him play. Nobody wants to let him. Yeah,
but because there's people like, for example, today there was un moreno, right? There was a Dominican guy. He was next, so I had third next. Yo, you know what this guy did? Shout out to Julius too. Julius is cool. We gotta interview him. There was another group. They're like, oh, they had next. I didn't know they had played. So what I did was, since I went at a different time, I asked everybody, I'm like, who got next? See how I go? Yeah. Right? I don't give a fuck if I know you or don't know you. I went with I lighted up that shit up. I went, I'm like, what's up? Who got next? I got next with you. Oh, I got my fight, no problem. Who got next after you? You got me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get it next after you. So when they say the guy got next, and he has his 5, bro, they just finished playing and the Dominican guy had waiting. So I'm like, yo, hold up. He told me he got next and he has his 5, but you're telling me you got next before him. What's up? I want to know so I could know, so you guys can know, because you got to embed it in them. Like, yo, I got next. Dev was there, fucking Dev and all them fucking guys. They're a bunch of fucking, because I tell them to their face. I want them to see this shit. They lack integrity.
My boy Dad.
You got me? They lack integrity, right? So he said he was done.
You know what it is? Those certain people, bro, if they see an easy win, they take it. And it gets me mad because it's how you say, it shows that, like, bro, stand for something or fall for everything. Because if I do that same thing to you, you're gonna be barking. You're gonna,
If you do that to another man, most likely you'll do it to me.
It's like
how I look at the world, right? So I told him he got next, because I believe the Dominican. Yeah. God gave me that discernment to know. Porque estaba medio sudado. I'm like, yo, he got next. Then you guys, obviously, I'll get there next. You could play before me, but let him play. You know what ended up happening? The guy ended up praying, right?
Mm-hmm.
He ended up picking me, and I'm like, nah, I got next since I wanted it to finish my workout. Guess who ended up picking me up? Somebody dropped from his team. Shout out to Troy. He ended up picking me
My
up.
boy Troy.
Yo, we ended up fucking me, Troy, and a
Troy
few other guys.
Honduro.
Bro, we ended up cooking, bro.
Yeah.
We went ham.
Yeah, bro. I love playing with teams like that. Look, to wrap it up, Carlos, I know you've answered this question.
And I like
before.
playing against the Troys of the world.
No, absolutely.
So they can make us better.
That makes me happy.
He knows that. I tell him, I love you,
Absolutely.
bro. I like playing against.
Yeah.
You get me?
So look, you've answered this question many times before, but I want my platform, guys, listen to what he says here, right? Carlos, if everything you've gotten were to be taken away tomorrow, what would you still have that makes you proud?
Number one, God. Number one, the connection with myself. You got me? And also my hunger to contribute, impact, and create value for others.
Yeah.
You got me? If I'm able to have my knowledge, my wisdom, my experiences, what did I lose? Ask me, what did I lose?
Nothing, man.
What did I lose?
Nothing.
You got me?
And that's
Simple.
why, guys, who you become is always gonna be greater than what you get.
Just like basketball.
I love the fact that I brought Carlos along for this episode because that's what we're here preaching to you guys. You know, strive for greatness within yourself, and then watch how it flourishes. God made us out of the dirt, right? And He made us we're to be fruitful. And what you do with a fruit, right, is you plant a seed, and then the things come out of you. So you plant those seeds within, grow, water your mind every day. Let's start from the whole five, right? Conversation with God, your connection with God, water that. Water your mental, water your physical, water your emotional, and the financial is gonna come. It's gonna come. You don't even gotta water the financial, but once you're good at it, then you water it. But guys, thank you for tuning in. I really like today's episode. Tune in next week. To end the year, my episode is gonna be endurance setbacks. Okay, guys, and I'm so excited for the new year, guys. 2025 is our year. You got to declare it. Let's talk about it. Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you. And I hope they basically tune into the other episodes that we done together also. And simply just keep seeing everything we're doing in the organization.
Yeah.
You know?
Episode number 7, man. Episode of completion. Manny out. Stay blessed for the best.
Thank you, bro, for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you, audience. Thank you, Jandy. Thank you, everybody.